PlayStation 4 and traveling around the world. So, Perçin İmrek, it was like you didn't want it. It was like you didn't want it, Perçin İmrek.
It was like you didn't want it. 1.5 years ago, at this very stage, we had a Toastmasters competition, and I was one of the contestants. I gave my speech. It was awesome. They announced the winners. Third place. Not me. Of course not, because I'm either the second, most probably the first. Second place. Not me. Well, I mean, the other speaker is pretty okay as well, but I'm sure I'm the first. And the first place goes to... not me. How come? My speech was great. I prepared so much for it. And I was the most experienced speaker among all these 4 people. How come? I sat down next to one of my friends, Miss Ket, and asked her outright, why do you think this happened? And she looked forward for a few seconds, contemplating, and she said, it was like you didn't want it. What? Of course I wanted it. What do you mean? I was so pissed off at her to say this, and I didn't understand back then what she meant. Now, after 1.5 years ago, at the current state of mind I have, I understand a bit better. And I ask myself this question, and I ask you the same now. Have you ever wanted something so much that you didn't get it?
Sure.
You know, when we want something, we do some general stuff. We talk about it, we want it to happen, and all that, right? But what I've noticed is to want something, to really want something, there's only one way to communicate what we want with the universe, or whatever you believe in. It is not words, it is not our body language, it's our energy, our frequencies. And this energy thing is something that we can speak about for weeks. But I'll just say this basically. What I saw so far, our frequencies derive from our egos. And our egos derive from the things that we put on meaning when we were children. For example, your father was an abusive father. If the meaning you put on this was, I cannot trust any man, that will be your vicious cycle. If your mother left you for a week because she was angry at your father, if the meaning you put on this is, I cannot trust women, that will be your vicious cycle. It doesn't have to be that extreme. Let's imagine you're a child, neighbors come to visit, they have a kid. You go to the bathroom, you come back, your mother is playing with the kid. If the meaning you put on that is, the second I will leave, they're going to abandon me, I cannot trust anyone, that will be your cycle. If you, as a child, when you take something as a microphone to your hand and sing around the house, and accidentally you're in front of the TV, and your father tells you in a slightly harsh tone, move away, I want to watch the TV. If the meaning you put on this is, if I express myself, my father is not going to love me, or no one will love me. Fast forward 30 years, you're here, all prepared, one of the best speakers, you're about to give the speech and little Perçin. Don't. They will not love you. And then, that's when actually you don't want it. And until the moment you dissociate this feeling from the meaning you put on it, it's going to keep on happening. And how to fix this is generally how we fix everything. With love. You go backwards 30 years ago. Find that kid at that moment, little Perçin, and you kneel down. And you say, hey, it's okay. He didn't mean that, you know it. You know your father loves you. And you know, we just want to watch TV at that moment, and it was just an impulsive sentence. He didn't mean to be harsh. Don't worry, he loves you. And most importantly, I love you. And then this cycle breaks. Because the meaning you put on what happened back then is going to completely change. And then fast forward 30 years later, you come here, all prepared, all experienced, ready to give your speech, and the little person comes with his microphone in his hand, sings his heart out because he's not afraid of not being loved. And then the audience looks at Perçin, the one he is today, proud of the man who he became. And then his father looks at the little Perçin, proud of the man who he became.